have to remember that before there were names for religions, people around the globe gave thanks and praise to God through drama, song, and dance in almost every culture. We didn't come into the world believing in Jesus, Abraham, Muhammad, Buddha, Hindu, Krishna, or any of the other religions. We came and saw nature here. We looked at the sky, the stars, the sun, oceans, rivers, and lakes, trees, and plantations, the vegetables, the animals. We gave thanks and praise to God for these gifts. We called them rain dances, harvest dances, coming of age ceremonies, weddings and funerals, the equinoxes, the solstice, changes of seasons. All giving thanks and praise to God through drama, song, and dance in almost every culture. Once again, this is before there were names for religions. This is not the ordained by sexual religion, spirituality, or faith. It's only to educate. Also, history is not always pleasant. Parts of history can be a little shocking and disturbing, especially when you look at how one group of people may have treated
Transfer is available.
in our history. This is going to reflect on some of that. This song is in the Nigerian language Yoruba. Yoruba is not only a language, it's part of a spirituality called Ifa. Ifa includes Fudan. Ifa includes Fudan, Kumina, Gome, Yoruba, Kadoble, Obi, and a few other
Clear of the closing doors, please.
It's also the religion Santeria was based on. Santeria was developed during the slave trades by slaves. So that they could practice their spiritual and cultural beliefs, they transferred 12 sects or orishas of Yoruba to match the 12 sects of Christianity. In Yoruba and Ifa, there are more than 130 orishas or sects. They did this to continue practicing their spiritual and cultural beliefs without detection or persecution. During the slave trades, the only religions we were allowed to practice, if any at all, they had a slave owner. They didn't believe we had spirits or souls. I call that projection. Projection means I'm looking at you, talking about myself. They traveled from Europe, the Americas, and the Caribbean by ship to Africa. In Africa, they would capture and kidnap humans, placing them in the bottom decks and the halls of the ship, stacking them head to foot, head to foot, head to foot, many different levels of the ship. Ship them back to the Americas, Europe, and the Caribbean, strip them from their families, their homes, their land, their way of life, language, cultural beliefs, spiritual beliefs, everything they know, forced to work as a slave or be killed. The bitter truth is that they use the tool called dehumanization. It's a mind game. When one culture oppresses another, they use this tool. They call you names to belittle you so that they can feel better than, stronger than, smarter than. Especially in war, so that you don't feel bad about killing another human. You call them names. World War II, they called Germans Krauts, Japanese Gypsies, Zipperheads, Vietnam, they called them Mook and Panheads, Desert Storm, Mook, Ragheads, Towheads, Sand Niggas, they called us niggas. You're not as good as me, you're not as smart as me, you're a nigga. You do what I tell you, I'll beat you. If you act out, I'll put you against the tree and I'll whip you. Run from me, I may cut your foot, talk back, I might cut your tongue. Try to fight, I'll hang you in a tree. That's dehumanization. We were to be used like livestock, horse, cattle, slaves, sometimes in that order. Not allowed to speak our languages, celebrate our cultural events, worship the God of our own understanding. When we've been praising God through drum, the song and dance since the beginning of time. The song translates to mean the work of God can never be undone. It's relevant in how we worship and praise God today. People come from around the world, Europe, Asia, South America, taking bus trips to certain churches, especially Baptist and gospel churches. They come to Harlem, Brooklyn, Baltimore, Maryland, where I'm from, Washington, D.C., Atlanta, Georgia, and many other places around this country. Watch, worship, and praise God with us. We didn't lose our spirituality through the middle passage of slavery. We may have transferred some religious, cultural, spiritual beliefs. We didn't forget the way we worship and praise God. Ever go to a Baptist church and see someone catch the Holy Spirit? Running around the whole church, singing, clapping, shouting, praising God because the Spirit of God has come upon them and they feel their joy. We call them healers because they're able to invoke the Spirit and saints of God to help heal and cleanse people in their spirit. In ancient days, they would have been known as shaman. Shaman, spiritual guides. sitting next to kings and queens to help them with their spirituality. Today, Western civilization called them witch doctors and voodoo doctors, not knowing that voodoo is actually a healing spirituality, not an evil one. But media and movies make it seem like it's evil because they don't understand the practice. Once again, I'm a little hoarse, so please bear with me. Can never be undone.
And clear closing doors, please.
Hear me, Lord. Come to me. Protect us. Heal us. Guide us. Strengthen us. Work of God. Remember this, folks. The temple of God, folks, is not a building. It's not a church, a synagogue, a mosque, a Buddhist shrine, Hindu shrine. It's not a building at all. The temple of God is you. Christ himself said, tear down this temple, I'll rebuild it in 3 days. After he overturned the tables of the tax collectors inside the synagogue for disrespecting the house of God. They wanted to kill him. He said, tear down this temple, I'll rebuild it in 3 days. He was not referring to the house of God, the synagogue. He was referring to himself and the resurrection. If there's anyone else, please raise your hand. I will come to you. Also, it is always okay to photograph, videotape, or screen performer, but it's only common courtesy and respect when going to the place something in a basket.
I get you.
If there's anyone else, one more stop, please.
Oh, all right.